What's going on, guys? MariK here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the various game modes that are available in Star Wars Battlefront 2. In this video, we'll be demonstrating how to play the various hunt modes and explaining how each of the unique factions play that are specific to only the hunt modes. When playing on Endor, players have the option to choose between playing as the Empire or playing as the Ewoks. When playing as the Empire, your only option is to play as the Scout Trooper. You have your sniper rifle, your blaster pistol, your thermal detonator, and your auto turrets. Both the sniper rifle and the blaster pistol can be upgraded to their award weapon variants, so that works very nicely in your favor. This one just kind of goes, it can go either way. You would think that it'd be pretty one-sided to the Empire. However, the Ewoks can actually do some decent damage, and they seem to do decent damage when I'm playing. I always feel like, even when I am slaughtering, I am always behind on reinforcements for some reason. I don't know if just more of the Ewoks spawn, or they're just hard as shit to see, which they definitely are. It doesn't take much to kill them with either the sniper or the blaster pistol. I believe a headshot from both weapons is a guaranteed kill, and definitely would be with the advanced weapons. When playing as the Ewoks, you have two different variants you can play as, but they both have the same equipment. They both have a tribal spear and sharp rocks. The tribal spear serves as your main weapon. You have 30 of those that you can throw. I believe it's 2 spears will kill a scout trooper, and 1 headshot will definitely be an insta-kill. The rocks, they don't work like grenades. They're definitely not grenades, so don't try and use them like grenades. They will hit and do damage. I believe it's, I don't know, it might be 4 sharp rocks as a kill. I'm not really positive. I don't remember, and I don't play hunt very often. It's a very neat game type to play, but are there even scout troopers? Because I'm not seeing any of them. And look how ridiculous these things look when they sprint. Ah, there's one. So you can't even see us. It is really annoying trying to hit the scout troopers. That was a headshot. As you saw, that was a one-hit kill. A stick to the face is pretty much game over for anybody. Which you would kind of think that wouldn't be the case since he's got a fucking, you know, battle-hardened helmet on. I would presume that that helmet is made to protect the user's head, but not from a stick, apparently. Like there we go. Okay, so that, with about as much health as that scout trooper had, I'd say it takes about 4, maybe 5 rocks to kill them. It's funny, though, because when you hit them, they're kind of like, ow, and they fall down. And then they'll get back up. But the fact that they're stunned, it does give you a moment to either go to get spear in or, you know, throw another sharp rock. When playing hunt mode on Geonosis, players have the option to choose the Republic or the Geonosians. When playing as the Republic, your only option is the clone sharpshooter. So just like on Endor, with the scout trooper, you have the sniper rifle, the blaster pistol, the thermal detonator, the auto turret, and all of those can be upgraded to their bonus variants. And of course, if you have them at legendary, you'll just automatically spawn with them. It's like that guy freaking knew. Now, I feel like this is actually easier to play because they're not, you know, half a foot tall walking around in bushes, so they're easier to see. And when they fly up in the air, they actually make it easier to hit them as well. So this just overall is a much better experience. Plus you get to play as a Phase 1 clone trooper, and the captain is pretty much my favorite outside of the standard white one. So I think the auto turret actually works really well here, and even though I don't have it active, didn't have it active when I played against the Ewoks, it, you know, can make decent work of them. It doesn't take that much to kill the Geonosians. They just don't have a lot of health. Bam! Right out of midair. When playing as the Geonosians, you only have one option, and that is Geonosian. They are all the same, and the only thing you have is a sonic blaster. Now, like the jet trooper for the clones, you actually have your wings that you can use to fly around just like the jet trooper can. And you've got the little bar on the side that indicates your fuel for your wings. The Sonic Blaster is pretty crap. I mean, it's not terrible, it just doesn't feel like it's a good weapon. It doesn't have great range. And at range, it takes 3 hits to kill. When you're up closer, it takes 2 hits. But it should take 2 hits to kill. 1 hit if you get a headshot. Getting a headshot with this gun is... it's doable, but you gotta have... Ow. You gotta have good aim. You also have to not have a clone sniper shooting you in the asshole. When playing Hunt mode on Hoth, players have the option of choosing between the Wampas or the Rebels. We're gonna go ahead and play as the Rebels first. Now, what's unique here is you get to actually choose any of the classes for the Rebels. So, unlike when you're playing as the clones or the Empire on Geonosis and Hoth, or Geonosis and Endor, where you only have the sharpshooter, you can play as whatever class you want. Now, you still have to earn the 8 and 12 points respectively to be able to play as the Bothan Spy or the Wookiee, but it's still interesting that it gives you the option to just play whatever class. I don't know why, because it is the only Hunt variant that doesn't limit you to a specific class to play as. Now, what really sucks is your weapons don't do a whole lot to the Wampas. You're pretty much running backwards the entire time you're shooting them. If you thought that the Wookiees took a hit like a truck, these things take a hit like a fucking train. When playing as the Wampas, your only equipment is Claw. And that's a pretty accurate description of what you have. Now, they do have a pretty fast sprint for, you know, use with their Claw. And we'll go ahead and see you swing, and then you have like a pounce attack. And when you do sprint, if you actually hit your attack button, you do kind of like this, almost like a shoulder charge, that is a guaranteed kill. Even on Wookiees, as you saw, we just fucking pile drive that Wookiee into the ground. And, I mean, they do pretty good fucking damage. I don't usually even bother attacking. I just like to sprint and do the shoulder rush. It's a one-hit kill, so you may as well just take advantage of it. And again, you are pretty freaking tanky, so you can take some good hits. But you still have to pay somewhat attention to your health, because while you are built like a train, trains can still crash. That Wookiee just got his ass beat. When playing Hunt mode on Kashyyyk, players have the option of playing as the CIS or playing as the Wookiees. When playing as the droids, your only option is the Magna Guard. You've got your Bulldog RLR, which is the concussion rifle, your radiation launcher, your neuropoison, and your recon droid. So you have the full loadout. The recon droid, I wouldn't bother with. I don't even know that I'd bother with the toxin. The Wookiees on Kashyyyk don't have as much health as the Wookiee warrior for the Rebels. The Bulldog is it does great damage when you can actually land your hits. The problem is it's such a slow firing weapon, and the Wookiees actually have decent weapons. As you see, we're getting shredded by those bowcasters. So while it does seem like it should be a little more one-sided in favor of the droids, it is anything but. God, I'm trying to just fucking not get hosed. When playing as the Wookiees, players have the option of 2 different Wookiees. The only difference is one of them has a fusion cutter to repair the droids and turrets, and I guess the walls, even though that's pointless, and then just thermal detonators. I picked detonators because, well, I just don't like playing a shooter without grenades. Like, I really like playing as the engineer, but the main reason that I don't like playing as the engineer in this game is because I'd rather have fucking grenades. It's a staple to shooters, and it's a crime to not have a grenade. Ow. But as you can see, one shot from the Bulldog will kill the fuck out of a Wookiee. When playing Hunt on Mos Eisley, players have the option to play as a Tusken Raider or the Jawas. We're going to go with the Jawas first. There's only one option with the Jawas. They have their Ionization Blaster and a Fusion Cutter. Basically, this Ion Blaster, it works similar to the Dark Trooper's Arc Caster in that it just fires electric blasts. You can also charge it, but charging it doesn't seem like it does any more damage. It does still cause your shots to hit multiple targets, but your shots are pretty weak, and it almost feels faster to kill them by just pulling the trigger. I'm also not sure. I suppose we can test it. Look at that sprint. That is some speed right there. When playing as the Tusken Raiders, you have two different weapons to choose from, the bolt action rifle and the Tusken Cycler. When using the bolt action rifle, this weapon functions basically like the beam rifle that the sniper class gets. It does the exact same thing. It fires one solid beam, and if you don't keep that beam on your target, you're not even guaranteed to get the kill. I personally am not a fan of this one. I feel like the randomization with the shots, while it's not like the Jawas have the best range of motion, I just, like right there, I feel like I'm shooting, and what otherwise would have been a hit with a normal weapon just isn't with this weapon. I'd much rather use the Cycler rifle, which fires individual shots. Damn, Jawas made quick work of us there. It fires individual shots. It takes 3 good shots, I think 2 headshots, to take out a Jawa's full health. Its fire rate could be better, but in all honesty, I feel like it's the better weapon by a good margin. Especially because you can just hold it down. You see that was 2 shots with headshots. You can just hold it down and fire, or you can tap fire and control your shots a little bit better. So that's kind of why I think this better is more superior. But I still can't tell if either of the Tusken Raiders take more or less damage than the other variant. When playing Hunt on Naboo, you have the option of playing as the CIS or the Gungans. When you're playing as the CIS, you have the Super Battle Droid with its regular loadout of the wrist rocket, the wrist blaster, and your tri-shot. I believe, yes, the tri-shot. The wrist rocket, wow. The wrist blaster is also upgraded when you have the award weapon active. This is a very simple one to play. There's not really a whole lot that goes on. There is just a lot of fucking grenade spam coming from the Gungans, but they're pretty frail, and it doesn't take much to just blast them down. You could actually just use the tri-shot, and I think the tri-shot might be your better option. It does overheat relatively quickly, but one shot seems to do the job. I'm playing as the Gungans. You have 2 different variants you can play as, and really the only difference is just the colors. So we're going to go with the blue one because I like blue over puke yellow. They're not outfitted very well. A fusion cutter, the boobah grenades, and yeah, that's it. You have 20 of those grenades, and you got a fusion cutter if you want to build a turret, or you can just take a bullet to the face. Having the option to spam grenades is not even a thing because you die so fast. Gungans suck. When playing Hunt on Renvar Harbor, once again, you have the Rebels and the Wampas. The Rebels, again, have their complete faction. You can choose any of the 6 as long as you have the points available to play as them. And this one starts out a lot faster. The Wampas control the ice caves, but a lot of them just spawn out in the open. It's not like Hoth where you get a moment to breathe. And oh, that Wookiee just saved our ass. Now he's teabagging the dead Wampa. It's a lot more chaotic. I guess it's more fun. Oh, shit. Personally, I'd rather play as the bullet sponge than unload into it. It's just more fun to run around as this giant, abominable snow creature and just beat the shit out of everything. I mean, when you make a frickin' Wookiee look like a Gungan, yeah, you're overpowered. But it's fun. It's the fun kind of overpowered. Unfortunately, the fun only lasts for so long, but, you know, it's fun while it lasts, right? So that's going to be it for our demonstration of how to play the various hunt modes on each of the maps. Personally, some of them are more fun than others, but it really depends on which faction you're playing as. I can't stand playing as the Ewoks. I'd rather play Scout Troopers. I don't like playing as the Geonosians. I'd rather play the clones. Jawas and Tuskens, I kind of like either way. Wookiees and droids is about the same. The Wampas and the Rebels, it's kind of an interesting challenge to kill them before they run up and just punch you in the face. But I just love running around as a Wampas and just smacking the shit out of people. It's just so much more fun. While Hunt is a decent game mode to play, because of its simplicity and how it is so much more samey, it's like space combat. You can only play the same thing for so much. At least when you're playing regular Conquest, you have 22 different maps to play on between the 4 factions. So that's 88 different experiences, where this is just kind of... It just gets old really quick. It's fun every once in a while, and it's fun new experience, but after that, maybe if you had a bunch of players playing... Or you could even do like a Juggernaut style thing where you have a bunch of friends playing and have them all playing as rebels and have one person playing as a Wampa or something. That could be a really fun experience, maybe for like custom games now that we can make our own game modes. But that's kind of a little too specific, although maybe we'll try that one day. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection comes out in just 2 weeks, so we hope to see you on the Battlefront.